right, so we will be doing max and min. So first thing, maximum and minimums, they are going to be the y value. All right, because the y-axis tells you how high or how low your graph is going. All right, so the answers are going to be y values. If you put the whole coordinate point, that's fine too. So we're going to be looking at max and mins two different ways. We're going to be looking at it over the whole graph. We're going to be looking at it over an interval. So first we're going to do whole graph. So we're looking at the graph as a whole. The arrows are extending forever and ever. This one right here, what is the maximum?
3.
3, very good. It goes all the way up to 3. What is the minimum? Negative infinity, because it's going to extend down forever and ever and ever.
So isn't it just like the intervals?
Huh?
Isn't it just like the intervals?
The intervals are going to be a little different. You'll see. You'll see when we get to the interval part. All right, so for the next one, what's the max?
Positive infinity.
Positive infinity, what's the min?
Negative 2.
-2, very good.
So it goes from top to bottom.
Well, the max is how high it is. The min is how low it is.
Oh, yeah. Why?
So that's the
I'm sorry. I'm
difference.
slow.
Between this and range, you mean? Or what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Turn off. I mean, you
Kind
can
of.
look
Okay,
at
yeah. I see what you're saying. You're saying it's like interval notation when you're doing range? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so what is the maximum on the next one? Infinity, what's the min?
Negative infinity.
Yes. All right, on the next one, what's the max?
Infinity.
What's the min?
0.
0. Careful on that one. Remember, we're using y values, so you're going down to 0. All right, y'all good with those? All right, flip it over. All right, for the odd radical, what is the maximum? Infinity, what's the min?
Negative infinity.
Very good. All right, for the rational. All right, so no, you don't have to do two different max and mins because we're looking at the graph as a whole. So they're not two separate functions. It's one function. It just has two parts. All right, but we're still looking at the graph as a whole. How far up are we going?
Infinity.
How far down?
Negative infinity.
Good. Okay. Let's see who's going to answer one. 10. What's the max?
Infinity.
Good. What's the min?
Negative infinity.
Not negative infinity. Remember what's right here.
Negative 5.
Except it's not negative 5.
I mean,
It looked like a 5.
I know.
4.9. Come on.
It's not. No.
It does look
It's-
like a 5. I had wrote 5. Oh, it is a 3.
It's a 3.
Wait, come on. Just give it to her.
Yeah. Now, it's not actually going to be at -3. It's about -3 because there's that asymptote there. So I'm going to put this little symbol for about. It's like a squiggly equal sign. All right, that means that it's about -3 because you're not ever going to touch it because there's an asymptote there. Does that make sense? All right, and then the last one, your asymptote's right here. So 24. Jasmine, what is the max?
1.
No, there's not. Is there an asymptote up top?
let's see.
Oh, no.
So it's gonna go up forever. Nothing's stopping it. So what is it? Yes, infinity. And what's the min? Very good, negative infinity. So your asymptote is a boundary right here. So it's not affecting the down and up. Makes sense? Did you have a question? Are we good? Okay. All right. This next question right here. It says, what graphs have distinct points for max and min? That means which one of these graphs, when I'm looking at it over a whole, will have an actual point for the maximum and an actual point for the minimum. Now, yeah, I'm not going to count this one because the asymptote's not really a point. So don't count this guy right here. Someone said it. Say it again. Absolute value is one of them. Very good. Because the absolute value has a distinct max or min at that corner point right there.
What you call it a vertex?
Yeah.
It has a vertex, so we probably use it. Is
Yeah.
that always true?
Yep. Absolute value. What's the other one?
Quadratic.
Quadratic. And what's the other one? Even radical. And Faith made a good point. I don't know if y'all heard her. I didn't even think of this. But pretty much if it has a vertex, it's going to have a distinct max or min. Because a vertex is where you change directions. So, yeah.
Wow.
Good job, Faith.
My parents. You make the realization? Yeah. Why don't you say anything? Why are you salty? Oh my god.
I might have been wrong.
You're talking.
All right. So next we are going to do max and min over an interval. So if you look at all my examples, I have an interval in the top left corner. Do you see? All right, that'll be given to you. All right, so that's going to be given to you. I have sticky notes that I will pass out to you if you want them, but let me show you how I use them and then you tell me if you want them or not. Okay? So, for an interval, the interval that I give you right here, these numbers are x values.
Both of the numbers?
Yep. So both of those numbers are x values. All right. The interval will always be x values. It's telling you where to stop your graph. Your answers, your max and your min, those are still y values, no matter what, because the max and the min are always going to be y values.
Do we leave your name?
No.
Aren't you gonna be gone?
Yeah.
Alright.
But you cannot leave. I will find out.
I got you, coach. Don't
No,
leave.
you can't leave. I'm not
Don't
joking.
leave. Alright.
Alright, so interval are x values, max and min are the y values. So for this first one, my interval is starting at -3. So I'm going to put my sticky note here at -3. And I'm going to 4. So I'm going to put my other sticky note here at 4.
Didn't even grade mine.
Could you just put lines right there?
Yeah.
Throughout the year.
Yeah. So you can put lines if you want, if you don't want to use sticky notes. But if you want sticky notes, raise your hand. I'll give you some.
Bougie people. You're just gonna have to keep moving those sticky
What's
notes.
the point of this?
Because they're sticky.
Coach, I will leave it.
Can I take college?
And she has better handwriting than I do. That's it.
All right. So, you guys, you have sticky notes if you want sticky notes now. You are cutting your graph off at the interval. So we do not have arrows anymore. That is the only piece of your graph that you are looking at. So, what is the highest point? 3. Very good. Your highest point is still up here at 3. What is your lowest point? -2. Very good. This point right here is as low as your graph is going, and that min is at -2.
This
Wait,
is so
but
easy.
I have a question.
That makes me happy. What's up?
But like, I understand it, but where do you get the interval from? Like, if it's given, why do they give you those points?
What's the purpose?
I
get it.
Why do they give you an interval?
Yeah, like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know. Never
I just
mind.
can't get my
Okay.
papers even.
If you think of it, you can ask it again.
Oh, baby.
All right, so back up here. On the next one, I am going from -1 to 1. So I'm going to put my sticky notes there, and I think I tried to trace my function a little off. But what is the maximum?
0.
0. 0. The max is right here. Sorry, I drew my function a little off. It does stop right here at 0. And what is the minimum?
-2.
-2. Very good.
Is this gonna be on a test? Can this just be a test?
Yeah, if this is on the test, will we get sticky notes?
Yeah, I can give you sticky notes.
Wow, y'all are such little kids.
Okay, next one.
Yes.
This one is going from -4 to -1.
Ew.
All right, now if you notice on this one, it kind of cuts your axis off. So sometimes it does help if you trace where your two axes are, because then it'll help you figure out how many you're rising. All right, so let me draw some sticks. 4, Brianna. What's the max? How high am I going? 1, very good. And 15, Corterion, how low?
Oh my god.
I'm watching you.
-2, very good.
Oh my god.
Yes.
What if you don't cut off the line? Like on the very last one.
Then it'll be infinity or negative infinity.
Okay. Just know that, like,
Nope, yeah, you can still use that. All right.
Oh, heck and heck.
So let's see, 0 to 5. All right, so on this one, 12. Haley, what's the max? 3, yes, and 16. Kiadra, what's the this one? What's the min? 2, very good. All right, I want y'all to do the next 4 on your own. Remember though, if there is not an asymptote, it's not going to extend forever, right? So if there's not an asymptote, it's not going to extend forever. So do the next 4, and then we will.
Will these ever be infinity ever?
Yes, there is one of these.
Oh.
One of these is. All right, and I will call on you, so make sure you do them.
Yeah, do 'em, dude.
Babe, I'm gonna text you something.
Okay. I couldn't respond. I'm gonna homework. I mean, work.
Finish quickly then. It's imperative for you to see that.
Right now.
Yeah.
Oh, I see the one that's going on forever.
I almost snapped at somebody. Look at this.
for the
I
second
told them, say, let me say my difference and pray to Jesus.
Because there's not an asymptote there.
Okay, so my phone is
So,
Hold on.
I'm working. Like on this one, you're asymptote.
Oh, so whenever I'm working, you're not. But whenever I'm not, you're working.
2 for the minute.
I'm just trying to put my phone on where it fit notifications. It shows
Is
the
it
screen.
notifications?
Yes.
Is it notifications?
Yes.
What do you mean if it notifications?
If it gets a notification, it goes.
Then why did you say if it
If it
notifications?
notifications, I need to see that it notifications.
Oh my god, babe.
Did I answer your question?
You're gonna make me cry.
You were supposed to do it back.
That girl said, notification.
Your nails are really pretty. They remind me kind of pretty.
My hair is 4 by. Oh, I
That's
remember
dope.
the.
Yeah, you might need to use decimals.
I'm ready.
Are y'all ready?
I see that you're choosing my
No!
I feel like you're doing it.
All right, we'll wait for
Very last bit. Stuff.
How long is the practice?
you. Have it. It's the rest of the paper
Wait,
from
the
yesterday.
second to last one is 5? What is it? What is it? I don't know.
5,
I think
yeah.
it's 5. And 1 and then
I got to love you.
you guys are so sick.
My bad. It's stuck in my head.
Probably more like -2 for the men.
If you want to get a song stuck out of your head, you listen to the end of the song, and then it won't be stuck in your head anymore.
Really?
Yeah. It's yeah. It's like a scientific. It's called like ear tunes, or it's something with your head, and if you listen to the end of the song, it'll make you stop. Keep
I don't
replaying.
have time to do stuff.
And I don't know the end of the song of PYT, so.
All right, so I'm gonna pull a green one, a gold one, a blue one,
Uh-huh.
and a pink one.
No.
I think I smell.
All right,
Oh, good.
Evelyn, tell me what is the maximum of this one? 4. Do y'all agree? For this one?
The maximum?
The maximum is it 4? need some agreement
Yes.
here. Yes. Okay, thank you. What is the min?
2.
Do y'all agree?
Yes, you are not Evelyn.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to.
All right, let's see. 13. Luis? Edwin, what's the max here? What is it? Hold on, can't hear because other people are talking. 2.8, do y'all agree?
No.
Is it close to 2.8? What'd y'all get?
2.5.
Okay, that's close enough. 2.5, 2.8. That's good. What's the min?
He thought
2?
of it.
Do y'all agree with 2?
Yes.
Good. All right, 17. Briseda. All right, so this one, what's the max, Briseda? It's not going to be infinity because there's not an asymptote that's going to make it go up forever. So where does it kind of look like it's crossing? 5. Yeah, like here at 2, 4, 5, I'll accept 4.5, anywhere in between there. But there is not an asymptote at 2, so it's not going to go up forever. Does that make sense? All right, eventually it will cross and kind of look at 5. Okay, Briseda, what's the min? -2, do y'all agree?
Yes.
And then last one, 25. Haley, what is the max?
0.5.
0.5, do y'all agree?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, and what's the min? Do y'all agree?
Yes, I put negative
Yes.
infinity. It's a right.
So on the last one, it is negative infinity because your interval is here at -3. So this one does have an asymptote and it's going down forever.